Hey everybody, it's Wednesday, and today we're going back in time to look at X-Men. Don't go anywhere, this is going to be a good one.
Previously on the Nerdy Ronin Network.
Hey Squeaky, I got a little bad news for you. I'm not feeling very well today, I'm kind of under the weather, but we got a video to make. And I've been thinking about what we ought to do, racking my brain. You know what I think? I think we're going to bang this out. Let's get to it. Happy Hump Day, everybody. I tell you what, this is one of my all-time favorite days of the week. I kid you not. And I am so glad you're here. Squeaky Chair and I were just talking about, you know what? We appreciate you. Each and every one of you. Thanks for always showing up and hanging out with us here. So, in the description down below is our merch page from over at flagranttriggers.com, as well as our link to Rumble. Check those out. You won't be disappointed. And like and subscribe if you haven't already. My apologies. I'm all discombobulated because I am so surprised. I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding. Nerdy Wife found me the X-Men Trilogy box set on DVD. I showed that to you the other day. And I decided to take a gander at X-Men. This one. Just original X-Men. When was it made? 2005. No. I guess this box set came out in 2000. So it was made in 2000. That's right. Sorry. I've got it pulled up here. I'll tell you what. 2000 PG-13, hour and 44 minutes. Directed by Bryan Singer, who I'm not a huge fan of, but he's done some good movies. It's got Hugh Jackman, Patrick Stewart, Ian McKellen, etc., etc. If you have not been living in a cave for the last 25 years, you've seen this movie, especially if you're a fan of superhero movies, right? There's been some duds for superhero movies, but it's been long enough since I've seen these movies that I couldn't remember necessarily everything about it. So I thought I'd give it a shot. I popped it in. The 4K player. Yes, it's a DVD, I know, but all I have is 4K player. So I popped it in. I sat down with my popcorn and thought I'd give it. I wanted to see if it held up. If it held up and was worth a watch, and boy, was I surprised. We have forgotten in this age of Marvel, where everything is computer graphics, we have forgotten when they dressed up our comic book characters to look like they were in the comics. The exception being Wolverine, because at least in this, I know they never got to this, but in X-Men movies, he was never in his original costume, alright, the blue and yellow, which would have been so awesome. Deadpool 3, I'm looking at you. You better not fail at this. Anyway, I did, however, like the Logan look. You know, the leather jacket, the wife beater undershirt, you know, the belt buckle, the blue jeans, the boots. They pegged that. They got it great. They did a good job. But if you look at Storm, she had the cape like that was under her arms, you know, that went to her wrists. Cyclops had the visor. And it was actually a pretty neat visor they had on it. They weren't trying to create something. They were putting on the page what the comics had put on the page prior. Was it perfect? No. But it was honoring what comic book fans enjoyed about comic books. The story is well done. The acting is pretty good. You know, Does it hold up 100%? No, not at all. There's a couple of spots that look kind of bad, but as a whole, I would say it 75% holds up. 75 to 80%. We have forgotten, because now it's all computer generated. Even the costumes touch their face and mask appears. Whatever. We have forgotten what it looked like back when superhero movies first started coming about, when people actually honored the source material and tried to do a good job and just tell a good story. Now it's over convoluted. It's all about the message. Either way, if you have not seen X-Men since the year 2000, or, if it's been 20 years since you've watched this movie, you need to rewatch it. It was fun. It was edge of your seat. You were right there with them. It was well done. Oh my goodness, I can't say it enough. Marvel is slowly but surely, and in some cases quickly, ruining and watering down their reputation. But X-Men 1 from the year 2000 is a fantastic example of what happens when you write a good story and put it on the screen, honoring the characters right out of the pages of the comic books. In my opinion. Some of the effects look a little janky, especially the computer effects, like with the claws and Magneto, bending metal. But overall, 75 to 80% of it is fantastic. And I can't wait to watch the second and third one. I was going to just watch them all. I just didn't have enough time. So we're just talking about the first one. And I will watch the second and third one. But I have a lot lined up, especially next week. I've got something going on with Bushido Blues. And I've got... I made a list. And I'm just having to work through it. It doesn't always become cohesive as a unit. On top of that, I'm going to see Super Mario Brothers this weekend with one of the boys. So, taking the youngest. Nerdy Samo. We're going to go see... He's going to get to see his first movie at the movie theater. And it's going to be Mario. And we're excited. And I don't care what any of you think about Chris Pratt voicing Mario. Anyway, that's it. That's today's video. That's the Hump Day video. I told you I'd be reviewing something. And I'm reviewing something even better, maybe, on Friday. I'm not going to spoil the surprise, you guys. Not going to do it. Alright, you guys. I hope your week is going great. As always, at the end of this video is all the numbers. If you're feeling lonely, if you're feeling depressed, if you're feeling sad, reach out. Don't struggle alone. I promise there's somebody always for you to talk to. For Michael the microphone, Bob, squeaky chair, and this X-Men loving nerd. We'll see you on Friday.